Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites Whiskey Reviews with an 80s twist. I'm your host, Clifton, and this is Brandon, who you all, or not all of you know, but most of you know. He has been on my channel a few times, more than a few times.
Maybe a few times, you know.
But it's always fun to have him over for a special Saturday night live stream. So, tonight's one we've kind of been talking about for a while, but we haven't quite gotten it all together. But it finally came together. You obviously know because you clicked on this video, the thumbnail. We are doing an E.H. Taylor flight where we are tasting through a lot of whiskey. I actually just added another bottle to the thumbnail. So if you saw the thumbnail earlier, there's now an extra pour in it. So it should be fun.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So it's been a while since I've done first of all, I've been doing a lot of international whiskey lately. So I'm glad to finally sit down and do some bourbon for a while, but also just Buffalo Trace I've not had on the channel recently, at least from my memory. So I'm excited to visit these and see. We're gonna rank them, but we're not gonna do it blind.
No.
We do want to start with the ones that are the same proof, and we're gonna have those first. So obviously, we have the small batch, we have a single barrel, and then we have a single barrel store pick. So we're gonna start with those three and taste through them and see how we think. So you go ahead, you can pour them. So let's say hello to some folks.
Hello.
Sugar Kitty is here. Aaron is here. Good to see y'all. Thanks for tuning in on a Saturday. I just posted on Discord, so people might pop in. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so it's always a gamble, but hopefully maybe people will watch the replay since it is Buffalo Trace. These tend to do well on YouTube, so if you are excited for it, thumbs up.
Yep.
That's not the only reason I'm doing this. Actually, I'm excited for this. I just Buffalo Trace always gets a lot of views on YouTube. It's just a thing.
Yep, everyone loves it. All right.
So I mean, like I said, this has taken a while. You've gotten most of these bottles. I mean, you're the reason I have some of these bottles. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah. So I'm glad. So this will be my first time ever trying. Towards the end of the stream, I'll be trying the barrel proof bourbon and the barrel proof rye. And as far as I know, I've never tried the barrel proof bourbon. I've definitely never tried the barrel proof rye. So it should be a lot of fun.
Should be exciting. I'm excited.
What's up, Patrick? You said, "Oh, snap, playing the Buffalo Trace game."
Oh,
Listen, I guess we are. I guess
might
we
as
are.
well.
But still,
Okay.
honestly, E.H. Taylor, I've always been a fan of it. I think pricing has obviously gone up.
Yeah.
The small batch was 40-ish originally.
Is what it used to
Yeah.
be. Yeah, now it's gone up like we were just talking about earlier.
I
Now
just
it's
bought
like
a bottle for 60. Yeah, because I hadn't seen it in a while. I'm like, oh, it's 60. Might as well grab it.
Yeah.
So all of these first three that we're trying are 100 proof because E.H. Taylor is bottle and bond. That's kind of their thing, other than the barrel proof, obviously.
Correct.
They are all 100 proof. They are not age stated. I don't think any of them are.
No.
Any idea what the age is? I mean, maybe you guys know.
I was in the chat. What is it? Probably 6 to 7.
Probably.
I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
even
imagine.
honestly younger. I don't know. But
Yeah. It's at least 4 with the main bottle and bond.
Yeah.
So, but I imagine it's quite a bit older than that.
Yeah.
We have that, and then we have a single barrel, just a generic off-the-shelf bottle, and then one from our local store, K&L Wine and Spirits. So we're gonna try these all three back to back first, and just taste them, see if the single barrel is better, because the blend might end up being better than the single barrel. Who knows?
There you go.
Pricing, the single barrel's probably around 80 to 90.
I was gonna say right around that range, I think.
The picks though, that's the thing. I'm thinking of picks at that price. I wonder if it's probably about the same, honestly.
I also haven't bought a single barrel in
that's
a
not a
long
pick, yeah.
time in general. I also haven't seen them on the shelf lately either. I've only seen the rye and the small batch.
Yeah.
And then obviously the barrel proof. Those are the ones I've seen lately.
Yeah. I haven't even seen the rye, so I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah. It's very light, kind of fruity, kind of sweet.
Yeah. We tried to not blow our palates before this. We were having a few samples. We had some Still Austin. We had some Jack. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So stay tuned. Maybe more streams soon. Looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had the smoke wagon, the 7-year smoke wagon. Yeah. We both got a single barrel pick of that. So they were very different, which is why I want to try 2 single barrels tonight of this.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, like I said, it's fruity, it's light, it's not
delicate.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's 100 proof. That's a bit, for some people that might be a bit high, but definitely doesn't seem like it's going to blow our palates. That's a good place to start. You want to try?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone in chat. Thank you for joining us.
It's nice. I mean, it's hard to find anything that is bad about it. That's weird to say.
Yeah.
It's very solid. It's a great proof. Sometimes younger whiskey at 100 proof tastes thin. This doesn't, though. I think this has some good body to it. Yeah, actually, it's been a while since I've had E.H. Taylor, so I'm like, okay, I like it. Yeah.
Honestly.
Because I recently did a stream at the Rock Hill Farms up there. I can't remember what we did it for. You guys probably remember more than I do. Is that the same mash bill? Or am I getting?
Is that mash bill 1 or 2? Remember they have.
I get it confused. Yeah.
You can look it up on the side. Funsies real quick.
Sugar Kitty said, "Is in my area, all those bottles start at 199, starting going up by 100 for each one." Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely museums. I would definitely would not recommend. Definitely wouldn't recommend the small batch for $200. It's good. We're saying it's good, but like again, I paid 60 for it. Used to be about 45, but I think 60 is very fair for it.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
He's pulling up the mash bills because I forget all the time. So
Okay, so Taylor is mash bill 1.
okay, so what is that? What does that put it in par with?
That puts it. Hold on, let me get a better picture. Yeah, so mash bill 1. So that's Taylor. That's George C. Stagg, Eagle Rare, Stagg Jr., Buffalo Trace, Benchmark.
Okay, so it's not the same mash bill as Bland's and Rockville Farms.
Bland's and Rockville.
Elmer.
That's the high rye mash bill.
Okay.
This is the low rye, which is technically 10% or less. Yeah, so
which they are very different. Like you can definitely tell the difference between the mash bills. I
100%.
just would have to have them side by side to know which one's which.
Yeah. Like I said, to be fair, this is a very good entry level whiskey as well.
Yeah. Just I wish it was more available. Which I mean, maybe it will be. Remember, Buffalo Trace has expanded their production so much. I think this is a step above standard Buffalo Trace. Like on the
I think the proof
Buffalo
does help.
Trace.
Honestly, I think the proof helps it.
It's honestly comparable to Eagle Rare, which is interesting. It's like because they're both the same mash bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what they look for flavor wise. This definitely doesn't taste like an Eagle Rare because I honestly. Eagle Rare is my least favorite Buffalo Trace product, and I've always felt that way. I don't know why.
It's maybe the age.
I don't know, but it always has like a grape kind of note to it.
Yeah.
I know that's like common, but
I was gonna say I usually get that in the higher aged Buffalo Trace bottles.
Yeah, and I also got burnt. I got burnt out on it honestly because in California,
like
in like 20,
we did that. I remember a while ago.
2019, 2020, every store around here had an Eagle Rare pick, and I bought them all because I'm like, they're hard to find, and I enjoyed them, but I just kind of got tired of them. So this is very different. It's fruity, but it's not like great.
It's delicate.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
it's almost like a red fruit.
Yeah, or I was gonna say definitely something not great for sure.
No.
I mean, like some Buffalo Trace get cherry, which is like Stag. I get that.
It's great.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting this to be as good on the first.
I know it's kind of like I said, it's a bummer because it used to be readily available and $40. It used to be like that's awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe it'll make a comeback. We'll see. I did just buy. But again, they said it was allocated when I bought it. Like it was at Bevmo, it was behind the counter. I'm like, oh, you're like it was allocated. I'm like, okay, I know. Yeah. I don't want to be like back in my day, but that's what it feels like. But yeah, so I'm excited to see where we go from here. Let us know what you guys are drinking, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. I'd love to know if you're trying any of these or if you have tried them. What's your favorite, or if you don't like them at all? You know, we don't judge. All right, let's move. I want to save them. I want to be able to go back and forth. So, like I said, these are all the same proof, probably around the same age as my guess. Single barrel might be a little bit older. Obviously, the small batch has most likely a blend, and it's going to be age dated based on the youngest whiskey in it.
Yep.
So, but it's not age dated, so we don't know.
Yeah.
So this is just the single barrel that is not a store pick.
I don't know why I don't know in my mind, but almost like grape, like as soon as like instantly 100% different.
To me, that you know what that smells like? I've had some vintage whiskeys from like the 70s or 80s, like decanter whiskeys. Yeah. It almost kind of smells like that.
Yeah, like we were talking about. Honestly, it nose is older because that grape. I used to get that on older stuff. Like on like every once in a while on the Weller 12, I'll get that on Weller 12.
To me, it almost has like I don't want to say metallic because that sounds weird, but it kind of has a little bit of like almost like a copper kind of note. I don't know if that's bad. To me, it's not necessarily bad.
Odd note that usually I don't get from anything else but Buffalo Trace.
Really interesting. Okay. Sugar Kitty says Eagle Rare seems to go either direction, either grape direction or the cherry direction, depending on the pick or not. Yeah. And they are having Deanston 14 Organic. Nice. Cool. Independent Joe's in the chat. What's up, Joe? Good to see you. Hope you were doing well. I saw you had a premiere go up earlier, so can't wait to check out the replay of that. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. We need to catch up soon. Well, I do like the nose.
This is like I said. It just nose is darker and richer. It's not the light kind of soft, vibrant.
I wouldn't guess it's the same mash bill. It smells very differently. All right, let's try it.
All right, cheers. Cheers, everyone in the chat.
Interesting. Okay. It's good too. I like it. How do I put this?
Definitely has a short finish.
I was gonna say
the finish just like drops off.
It also feels like it kind of it's thinner. Like I think whereas I felt the small batch was very like rich on the mouthfeel, this one does kind of go away a bit quicker. The alcohol is a little bit more ethanol forward, but it's still good. I'm curious. I'm actually gonna go back to the small batch right now just to kind of reset my palate a bit because I think that's the debate about single barrel versus small batch. Small batch is blended to get a certain flavor profile. Yep. Single barrel can be whatever it turns out to be, and they just bottle it. So. Yeah. they're in the same realm, flavor wise. The nose
Mhm.
was quite a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Flavor though, I think the small batch is sweeter. It's got more body to it, more character to it. This is again just a single barrel. They all vary. You might have an amazing single. We
Yeah.
might have our next single
Yeah,
barrel
there's
might
a
be
pick.
amazing. So this is just the standard off the shelfer. But to me, this one actually I don't like it as much.
No, it's very harsh. It's not well rounded
Right.
like the small batch is, which is not necessarily a bad thing because again, it's a single barrel, not
single barrel.
blended. So,
And that's what's fun about single barrels. They can always be a different or flavor profile.
Yep.
The problem is though, if you get one that you love, you're not guaranteed to ever get that again.
There you go.
So
Yep.
that's what happened with Henry McKenna for me.
Yeah,
Had
I
some
agree.
really good 10 years,
And
then I had some really
were-
bad. And then the price went up. I'm like, I'm not going to take the gamble anymore. It's like,
Yep.
I'd like to try it first.
Yep, I agree with you 100%.
Donner Pass Whiskey's here. Hello. Cheers to you. Happy Saturday. Appreciate y'all tuning in. All right. So that was a bit of a
Saturday.
letdown.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm so okay. Now let's see how good the
let's
pick
try that. Now
is.
this is a pick again from our local liquor store, K&L Wine and Spirits. They're out here in Southern California. They're in Northern California. Their picks are pretty legit. I trust them. They get a lot of them.
Yeah.
But they definitely have a palate for whiskey and they're very passionate about it. So
Yes.
I'm glad to try one of their picks.
Mhm. This is way more well. It's honestly kind of a blend between the first and second. Like it's
Yeah.
rich.
It has a similar nose to the second one, but it
Mhm.
doesn't come across as harsh. It's more of like
No,
it does have
subtle.
that sweeter like kind of
Caramel.
yeah. It's got the more of the caramel,
Yeah.
the vanilla. It smells like what I like about it. So
This smells so much better. Okay, I'm excited. Let's go.
yeah, let's go.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Much better than the last single barrel.
I agree, but it's got some of those still harsh
I was
characteristics.
gonna say the
but-
same. It doesn't have the full bodiness that I think the small
Mhm.
batch had, and these are all the same proof, which is what's most interesting.
Yeah.
We're not dealing with different proofs here. Now with the small batch, they could have blended in some older whiskey into it. It could be like balanced out by older and
Mhm.
younger whiskey. We don't know the age on these. I don't think that one has anything.
No,
It's just
yeah, no.
I definitely like it better than the non-pick.
Yeah.
So I mean that's like when they go in to do a store pick, they taste a lot of different barrels and they pick their favorites. So it's obvious.
This was their favorite.
It's obvious some thought went into this, and I agree. I think it's the better of the two. If I were doing a pick between these two, I'd obviously
Yeah.
pick this one. But then again, I mean, we're not saying they're not good. We're just saying like for the money right now, small batch has my vote.
Yep.
I think I'd rather buy one of those because it's consistent flavor profile.
You know what you're getting bottle to bottle.
Exactly. But they're fun to try single barrels. I mean, if you like the general flavor profile of a small batch, try a single barrel because you might find that there's one that hits the notes that you really like.
Definitely. Yeah, because I know that Kano, the last one that I had, the pick that I had,
Mhm.
was super oaky.
Oh, really?
I loved it so much.
Oh,
I
yeah.
killed that one a long time ago, but
Yeah.
it was super oaky. It was really good.
Yeah, I actually can't remember when I bought this one. It's been a while, but
Yeah.
back when we had picks pretty available to us. Now
Yeah,
it's
I know.
hard.
To be fair, that was the last time we had a pick. I haven't seen a single barrel pick in a long time.
I've been holding onto that bottle for a while, so and actually I had it up in my storage, so probably haven't pulled it down since I moved here. And I moved here 2020, I guess.
3?
No, it was 4. It was 2024. So it's been over a year since I've had it, but I definitely bought it much before I moved.
Yeah.
So
Well, then you can look at the laser code if I remember correctly and see
Oh,
at least
yeah,
what
I'm sure
years.
that
I
you
know this
probably-
one's this one's from 2020.
oh, okay. Can you look at that one?
Yeah, look at your single barrel and see, and then I'll look at the small batch for funsies.
Yeah, sure.
Just to see if I can find it. Yeah, see, yours is 2020 as well.
2020.
2020.
Okay, yeah. So it's been a while. I've had these for a while.
Yeah,
Well, that's at least no way it's fair when we're trying the two single barrels. They're from the same year.
yeah. I was like, this one's different. This one's got LL. This one's almost like
It's probably
30,
older.
So I was
It's
saying,
definitely
right,
older.
yeah.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yeah. I mean, they shoot for the same flavor profile.
Yeah.
I do agree that the single barrels are coming across harsher. The alcohol is more.
prevalent.
Yeah. It's less of like the. It's hard to describe like how like when you say alcohol, it's like alcohol forward because
Yeah.
obviously it's 100 proof. Like
Yeah.
it does have alcohol, but it's almost like you're tasting the alcohol and not the. You're chasing the ethers,
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
you know,
Ethers,
whatever.
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, yeah.
At
So
least it goes back to the age-old debate of is it better small batch single barrels worth the extra money? And it's like to me, it would be if it was a pick.
yeah,
If it was a good pick, meaning like if it's a good store, if you
Yeah.
could try it before.
I don't regret buying the pick. I
No.
think even though I don't love it as much as I like the small batch, I think it's a good buy. It's a fun try, and especially
Yeah.
if you trust the store's
Yeah,
flavor
100%.
profile.
Yeah.
Sugar Katie says single barrels are older. Those are over 10 years old. Interesting. Did not
I
realize
never
that.
heard. Yeah, I never
Yeah.
heard that because
Because I guess on the small batch, like we said, like 6 to 8 ish.
again we're under the assumption because I don't
Yeah.
think they ever tell you, but
Yeah,
if anyone
they're-
knows in the chat, let us know.
I'm sure someone that's gone on a pick probably.
Yeah,
probably
that's
tell
what I
them.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm assuming you get all the information when you want to pick.
I would assume, yeah. Unless, I mean, there's some that hide it for you
Yeah.
on purpose, so.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, going back to the three of them now, the small batch still is the favorite nose.
Mhm.
As the most well-rounded, like
Yep.
sweet, it's very inviting.
The Kano pick almost got me. I was like, oh, wait, okay, there's something
Yeah.
here. But then going back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And palate, I still agree. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't feel like, like, there's always a thing like, oh, is there bias? You guys didn't do it blind. I didn't care either way. Honestly, like, I didn't expect
No.
I didn't expect the small batch to win, I'll say that.
Yeah.
So definitely no.
No.
Definitely none of that here. We thought about doing it blind, but because we're going between the bourbon to the rye to the barrel proof,
Mm-hmm.
it would be pretty clear which one is the barrel proof, pretty clear
Yeah.
which one's the rye.
Yep.
So we're like, okay, these two would be the only one that we would maybe do a blind, but
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to see us do them blind, I mean, let us know. We can obviously do that, no
Mhm.
problem. Like, don't matter me.
we can go back and then watch us be all wrong. Like, oh, I love this. I don't think so though. I think there's very distinct characteristics between the small batch and the single
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah, I know for a while I thought about doing a stream with you of like battle of single barrels. So like you
Oh,
pick a
okay.
single barrel, like your favorite single barrel from Heaven Hill, from
Mhm.
Buffalo Trace, from Turkey.
Oh,
But on
you
the
think
flip
like the
side-
same store or different stores?
I mean, obviously, in a perfect world,
The
it'd be the
purple,
same
yeah,
store.
yeah.
But on the flip side is I feel like that would almost be a dead giveaway because like they're
Mm.
so different. I feel like you almost pick like, oh, this is a Heaven Hill product. This is a Turkey
Yeah.
product. This is a, especially if you know it's a single barrel.
Yeah, no.
But you know,
I did
spitballing.
do a stream. I mean, it's been forever ago where I bought a standard edition versus a store pick, and it was various products. It was like a turkey, Buffalo
Mhm.
Trace. I don't remember how it went. Again, this was like 2021,
Yeah.
so I have done that comparison. But I love the idea of doing that to see
Yeah.
like how they compare.
Yeah.
Sean is here. What's up, Sean?
What's up,
Good
Sean?
to see you. Okay. Well, we have
We're moving right along.
Yeah. to reset a bit.
Mhm.
Because again, they are 100 proof, so it's not like
Yeah, not doing anything
trying to pace
crazy.
ourselves. Yeah, we're trying to pace. We're gonna go a little crazy a little bit later on, but so now I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna skip the regular rye for now, and we're gonna go straight to the barrel proof bourbon. And because of that, like we just tried 3 bourbons back to back, I want to see how it compares to these 3. I mean, there's a chance. What if the small batch beats the barrel proof? Oh, that would be a huge controversy.
Sure,
I don't know if
wouldn't
that'll
be, I was gonna
happen.
say, right? I wouldn't count on it.
I wouldn't either, but,
you
you
never
know.
know.
Definitely.
I wouldn't count. Yeah,
I mean, I've had some barrel proof whiskeys that are not good,
no, I agree. Just
I mean-
because it's barrel proof doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be better.
and even from Buffalo Trace. Remember they
Mhm.
had the benchmark foolproof,
Oh yeah,
which I mean I think for the price
It
it was
was-
like
yeah,
it was like
good.
20
It was
bucks.
good.
Yeah, but like, would you compare it to this? I don't think so. I don't
No.
think anyone would.
no, most definitely not.
So yeah, if this were to taste like benchmark foolproof, I think I would prefer the small batch. But
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, I did like the benchmark series. I wish they were. They didn't really hit out here very much. I saw them
yeah.
back on the southeast. Every time I traveled there, they always had the full set. I think even no, I don't know about
I
Albuquerque.
haven't seen them in a
Yeah.
while. Honestly, I don't know if it was like a one and done run or whatever,
Yeah.
but there we go. For anyone following the chat, this is batch 13. This is their latest release. They did 127.3.
Nice.
So it's batch 13.
Now you've had a barrel proof E.H. Taylor before, right?
Yeah, it's been a couple years. I think
Okay.
the last batch I was 10 or 11, I think.
Okay,
But it's been a while.
nice. I've not had it to my memory. This is the one that I have like a little asterisk because I'm like, there's a chance I may have tried it at some
Yep,
point.
yep.
Definitely not on the channel. Also asterisk. Don't fact check me that. I may have tried it on the channel at some point, but it's not been in the past 4 or 5 years. How about
Yeah.
that?
Well, that obviously is a
Yeah.
different batch. So
Yeah,
even if you
exactly.
did, you know.
But I'm really excited because this one, I mean, and again, thank you again for the opportunity
Of
to
course.
get a bottle of it. I'm
Of
excited,
course.
but it's one that's always kind of been elusive to me. And same with the barrel proof rye. Again, once we get to that one, I'll shout out
Yeah.
Tony Bag of Donuts who sent that sample for that one. You guys are amazing. You guys, anytime you want me to try something, just send it to me. Like I'm happy to try anything, whether you like it, you don't like it, you want to hear my thoughts on it. Let me know. Shoot me a message. I'll find out a way to get it to me because I just love trying new things and new things that some things are more available in some areas. Buffalo Trace, I mean, in general, Buffalo Trace out here is pretty available, like just
Yeah,
regular
it's
standard.
on the shelf.
Whereas other states, like that's allocated, the regular Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, see, yeah.
Okay.
So batch 9.
Aaron is fact checking me.
So honestly, no, I thought that was me. I think because I'm pretty sure that's the sample I have out there.
Oh,
I mean, correct me
okay.
if I'm wrong, Aaron. I think it's the same proof as this one, 127.3, but it is a previous batch. So I think that might be the one I have out there.
Okay, so maybe you've had it, but I haven't.
Yes.
Although Aaron probably will say, Clifton, you had it too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you did have it. I don't
Maybe in
remember,
his
but
house,
yeah.
But again, I wasn't doing a comparison. I wasn't doing
No.
like a.
No, and obviously batches are different. So
All right. You ready to do this? You ready to do cast strength?
I was like,
Well,
do it.
let's nose it for a little bit.
Yeah.
On the nose, I wouldn't be able to guess it's cask strength.
Now I was gonna say the proof's really not coming through.
It surprisingly smells very similar to the small batch. To me, they smell really similar. The small batch almost has. To me, the small batch is coming across a little oakier than this one, but this one is definitely
got more character.
Yeah. But these are the most similar of all the ones we've tried so far. Which would make sense because this isn't a single barrel. This is a batch of barrel proof. So it would make sense they were going for the same flavor profile, just at barrel proof. So
yep.
What did you say the proof on this one was?
127.3.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty big jump.
Yeah. From 100 to 127.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Hey,
cheers,
buddy.
Cheers,
everyone in the chat. There's the proof.
That's pretty good.
The finish goes on.
I'm choking.
Yeah.
I breathed in the
nice Kentucky up too.
Yeah. Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I was afraid. I was like, "Watch you hate this bottle." Like,
no,
the bottle. Give it back.
I was just surprised. One, it has the body that the small batch has. Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree.
The proof just amplifies all the flavors. I get way more fruitiness on this than I got on the small batch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go for a second sip in a minute to kind of dissect the notes. Yeah. But I was expecting it to be good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. So
I'm happy.
Yes, that was very, very good. Now, retail and barrel proof, just curious, like in the realm of retail. And again, I know getting it retail is hard.
I think retail for everybody but California, I think it's still around the $100 price tag. I honestly think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's around 100. Okay. In California, like I usually get them for around 150 is what I get them for. So
I mean, to me, that's I would pay it.
Which is why I did too. Because again, we never see them, so it's like yes, it's marked up, but again, we're California. I think it's expensive. So
now, Sugar Kitty said they start at $199 for this one. So that would be $199, $299, $399. I wouldn't pay.
I could only imagine it might even go because I have seen these up to $300, $400. Yeah, I have. So,
which I think maximum I would do $200. I think maximum $200 at least right now.
Yeah. I think it'd be one of those where like you have to taste it before you to make sure because again
every batch is different. Yeah. Tom says, cheers from the Bourbon Hall crew. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Happy Saturday. Yeah, I mean, at 150 it would be a no matter what buy, but 200 it'd be like, I'd like to try the batch first.
Yeah, exactly.
That is really good. I want to go for another step. That was so good.
Good. I'm happy.
Yeah. So the one that's mine is the same batch, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. That's why honestly I was nervous. I'm like, oh crap, like if you hate this, like, I don't want it anymore. I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm sure one of the people watching
I was going to say, I was like, let me know, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's very proofy. It's very obviously a huge jump up. Like, we're talking 27 proof points.
Yeah.
And that proof kind of sits at the front of the palate, but I think the flavor kind of goes... I mean, the finish of the single barrels was kind of nothing. Honestly.
There was honestly, like, no finish. There really wasn't.
So, going to this, it's like you get the proof kind of, to me, hangs out at the front of the palate, but you get the flavors all around. Now we're gonna have to compare the barrel proof bourbon to the barrel proof rye at the end. So
I was gonna say, well, we can always add more. I mean, we got plenty of bottles, so
no, don't ride too much. They'll find a way to come get it. Oh man, yeah. I mean,
again, if it's a reasonable price, if you're a bourbon drinker, definitely go for the barrel proof. Honestly, if you can, it's reasonable price.
Yeah,
because it's worth every penny to me.
I honestly, I even said this about the small batch for the price. I can't really find any faults in it. Like if you like bourbon, you're gonna like that. I can't like it doesn't go too oaky. It doesn't go too like certain bourbons are very specific notes and they're like overpowering.
Yeah.
This is very middle of the road, but not middle of the road.
Not middle of the road, but I mean my only fault with it is to me it drinks a little hot.
It does up front a little bit, yeah. And if you're someone that doesn't like barrel proof, maybe add some water.
Exactly. I was gonna say but at least you can proof it down.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good barrel proof over ice. Like that's like my summer drink is like get some Booker. Like to me, it's usually Bookers.
I was gonna say Bookers.
Pour some Bookers over some ice, and like you call it a night. But yeah, this is incredible.
Yeah, good. I haven't had those in a while, so.
Yeah, I mean, what did y'all think? Did y'all think we weren't gonna say that? You think we were gonna be like, no, this sucks?
No, but this is also why we didn't want to do it blind because again,
this would have immediately like overshadowed everything.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try the first three that were the same proof, relatively the same age. Although Sugar Kitty said they might be a little bit older, the single barrels, but I definitely wanted to try them separately.
Yeah, which that'd be interesting. So either way.
All right. So we're gonna move on to we're gonna start with the straight rye whiskey, which is
Straight rye.
back down to 100 proof.
Yep.
Again, I want to separate these because they're different mash bills, whole different products. For a while, I think they were actually distilling their rye somewhere else. I remember hearing that. Does it say the same distillery? If you look at the back of that in the small batch, I heard rumors that they were distilling somewhere else, but they could be wrong.
The only thing is obviously they had they have two of them for they have Kentucky 113 and 12. This one only has 113.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know what but is that bottling or is that just distilling?
No, okay. As far as I know, if they list two DSPs, to me that makes me think it's a blend of two different distillates.
Yeah, so obviously that one is DSP 12 and 113.
Hold on, hold it up. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
DSP, what did you say it was?
113 and then 12.
All right, DSP 113 is Buffalo Trace. Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, okay, and then 12.
And then 12. Barton. That's what I thought.
Interesting.
I had heard that there was some Barton in there. I didn't know if they were completely distilling it or if they were blending it, but there's definitely Barton. Let me finish.
Interesting. But that's only with the rye.
Just the rye. Yes, the
Okay.
bourbon. The bourbon's 100%.
I was gonna say, I was like, I thought so. That's funny because on the barrel proof bourbon doesn't even have a DSP.
Oh, that's weird.
Come on, see, look at.
Aren't they legally required to have a DSP? Maybe not.
Maybe I don't know, but I was like, either way, I was like, there's no DSP anywhere.
Interesting.
It just Mm-hmm.
So who knows where this came from? It's a fake. Oh, well, listen, if it's a fake bottle, I will buy more of it.
Challenge accepted. All right. And then when you ever got a clean glass,
I'm just gonna pour some water. I'm probably gonna spill it because I always do.
Yeah.
It's just water.
It's okay.
I should have brought a napkin though. It's okay.
It's like,
I dropped this keyboard right before we started the stream, and now I'm spilling water all over it.
That's
so.
fine.
All right, rye. So
okay, we're getting it all squared away here. It's fine. Just hang out with us for a minute, please.
Oh, Sean answered us. I actually didn't see it. He said Barton. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I had to Google it, but yeah.
Okay.
So Barton, I will say, what are your thoughts on Barton?
I like Barton, honestly. I like the higher age stuff. Like, I love, like, 1792 12 year. Like, I dig it. It's my jam, 100%.
I have always had mixed feelings about Barton, and you know this. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, some of the 1792 is not my jam.
Yeah.
But I will say some of the older releases, like the 16, the 15, those I really do enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I've had a Barton. Do they make rye normally? Like, do they release it under any other brand, or is it always... Because I think I've only had their bourbon. Barton rye?
I was just thinking about that because Old Overholt is their own. Or is that...
Well, that's
Jim Beam.
That's Jim Beam, yeah. I don't know. You guys tell us. Is there a Barton branded rye? There might be.
Yeah.
Because that'd be fun to try against the small batch rye.
I was going to say, yeah, the second is a small batch because it doesn't say single barrel anymore. So.
Yeah, but it is bottle and bond, right?
Yes.
It's still 100 proof. And
yeah,
that's
still
4 years
100 proof,
old.
still bottle and bond. Sorry, fat fingers.
Yeah,
so still 100 proof.
Cool.
So go for it. Yep, clean glass.
Yep.
So straight rye is on your left. And then you got another clean glass.
I was like, I only have one glass with whiskey in it. Okay.
Yep.
So straight rye's on the left.
Straight rye is on the left, and then the barrel proof will be on the right.
Cool.
And then I'm going to leave a little bit left in the sample bottle because obviously Tony Bag of Notes was nice enough to give us a sample bottle. Thank you, Tony.
Yes, Tony, I'm so excited. Thank you. And I've been saving it. Brandon tried to get
it
last time.
He's like, no, we need it for stream. And I'm like,
last time he's like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, I know, save it.
Okay.
So
and the
thank
barrel
you.
proof's on the right.
And I know Tony couldn't make it tonight. He's out having fun on the Saturday night, which I imagine a lot of people are.
Yep.
So Tony, when you watch this replay, just know.
Cheers. We shout you out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. Yeah.
By the way, I'm looking at their website. I'm looking at their mash bills.
Oh, Barton. Okay.
So it looks like their mash bill, this one at least, but it's Buffalo Trace contract distilled, so it's probably not the same. They do have a rye, actually. It's 90% rye, 10% malted barley. It's called Grain and Vine.
I've never
heard of it.
Right. Oh, that's
that's
Family
Barton
Wines. I was like, wait a minute.
Now I'm very confused.
Okay. Well, if anyone in the chat, let us know.
There is the high rye 1792, but that's not a rye whiskey. It's a high rye bourbon.
High rye bourbon, yeah.
Well,
we'll
anyways.
deal with it later.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So straight rye is just on the left.
Yeah.
I haven't had this in a long time. I remember I liked it.
Here's my thought on this one. I had a bottle probably in 2018, 2019 that I fell in love with. It was like one of the best whiskeys at the Now, I was kind of new to whiskey at the time.
Okay.
So my palate's definitely changed and evolved over the time.
Yep.
But at that time, it was one of the best things I'd ever had.
Okay.
So I bought a second bottle a couple years later. And I still had some of that first bottle. And to me, there was a significant change in flavor profile. I didn't enjoy the newer one as much as I enjoyed the older one. Not to say I didn't like it. So I'm going to caveat with that. Actually, Now that I know this is that bottle, do you have the bottle I bought that you brought?
Yes.
Let's maybe, if we have time at the end, let's try that, because maybe this is just an off bottle.
Okay.
This is the one that I was like, eh.
Okay. I was gonna say, you have your favorite bottle. I'm like, no, you probably killed that.
Oh no,
so
that's
good.
long gone, long gone. But this is the bottle that I bought that I didn't quite enjoy as much. So.
Okay. Super sweet. It's rye. Again, it's almost like the small batch where it's very approachable for a rye. Because again, you know me, like I hated ryes when I first got into them.
And I think it's a barely legal, so it's a low amount of rye, at least 51% rye to be considered a rye whiskey.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I think there's a lot of corn in there.
Honestly, it smells young. Like to me, it smells like a young rye.
I would think so. We know it's at least 4 years old with it being bottled and bond. I like it. I mean, I enjoy young rye. Like, I mean, you like a lot of craft ryes too.
Yeah,
like, you've been trying a lot of that.
Like we've been talking about this whole stream, is there's nothing wrong with the nose. It's very approachable. It's very easy.
Now, the price though on the rye is, I think at least it was 70 when I bought it. It's probably gone up to like 80 or 90.
Yeah, again, like you said, in not California, I'm sure it's in the 70, 80, $90 price range. California, it's 110, 105, whatever, but it's over 100 in California.
Well, which is funny though, because I feel like some things in California actually are cheaper. Like I feel like when I first moved here, I was very surprised how affordable just in general whiskey was. Now, when it comes to allocated stuff, they're like, people in California have money, which I'm like, barely, the cost of living, but like, dang. Whiskey Pear says the Barton Rye is 95.5. At least that's the rumor. Okay. Oh, wait, really? Interesting. Because I saw that it was a low rye. So I mean, again, I don't know. They've never commented on it. Okay. All right, let's try it.
Cheers.
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 That's a rye.
Honestly, it reminds me of the single barrel in the sense that it's kind of got those harsh notes, harsh characteristics to it.
You know what's funny? It almost has a candy note, like not like, because I mean, people always say mint with a rye.
I was literally just like, I get a little bit of mint on the back end, like right now, like on the finish, like I'm starting to get like the mint leaf.
Yes, it's more of a mint leaf than like a mint candy, yes. Or I'm thinking almost like it's a sweet. It's like a very specific note. It's like a Smarties candy, but like if it were mint flavored. I know that's not a thing.
Okay.
But like it's kind of giving me that kind of sweetness that a Smarties candy gives me.
Yep.
But you're right. Mint leaf also has that kind of same character to it.
Yeah. But again, there's nothing wrong with it.
Honestly, revisiting this, I like it more than I thought I did.
The only, again, jokingly being serious, the only thing we have is obviously the price and the availability. Those are the only issues we have with this bottle.
Okay. I think I said it in the wrong place. I think this is the small batch.
Okay, I was like, don't get ahead of me. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Yes, small batch. I set it down like I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, it's so good. Like,
so I'm looking right now, and according to Google AI, the mash bill is 51% rye, 39% corn, 10% malted barley. But it says the core expressions of each tailor. Obviously, we know. So that I don't know if that's the blend. Maybe because you got to combine it with the Barton because it's obviously something's happening there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Take it with a grain of salt. We don't do enough research.
We're going with the flow. It's all right. It's all right. It's Saturday night, dude. We're hanging out.
Because I'm seeing another. I mean, there's so many different things. Here's another post that says supposedly 60% rye, 30% malted barley. So there are thoughts all over the place. They've never confirmed. Here's another one, 65% rye. So none of these are any. They're not. There's not a consistent theme.
No, they're all
in these
out.
Guesses. So
I was like, they're all spread out. Like I said, that's honestly delicious.
Yeah,
it really
so
is very good.
I think that's one that I would pay if it's still what I think it is, like 90-ish.
Yeah,
I think I would buy it. Yeah, it's a bit pricey. It's harder of a buy to me than obviously the barrel proof. Like that's like an immediate buy.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, and we'll wait 1 second, but I can't wait to the barrel proof rye.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. So moving into the barrel proof rye,
yes,
I think it's interesting that, and at least in California, it was only like 10 or 15 more dollars than the straight rye.
Oh, was it?
It wasn't that. Okay. At least it's obviously for retail, like California retail.
Assuming you can find it.
Yes. Again, like most of us, we missed out on it.
Yeah.
But I've heard very good things about it. That's all I'm going to tell you. So I'm very excited.
I actually am going into it with no expectations. I knew it was elusive. I knew it was hard to find. Oh, you're liking the nose. Okay.
Oh my God, dude. That nose. Oh my God.
It's kind of giving B-tack, I will say.
It's so like almost like desserty.
Yeah. I mean,
like, I don't know why. I almost want to go like with a candied orange, like you're saying, like almost like we were talking about the candy note, but like
it's different. It's quite a bit different.
It's so different. I wouldn't think these are the quote unquote same product, just barrel proof.
weirdly enough, it's like this is what I said about the small batch earlier compared to the barrel proof. The small batch, weirdly enough, gives me more oak than the barrel proof.
Yeah.
It's like the barrel proof has all these other flavors that are kind of like taking the front, like the front of the stage here.
Yeah. I know, and scary enough, I almost get no ethanol on the barrel proof. Like
I get some, but that's just me. I will say,
but I meant on the nose. What would you guess the proof? Just on the nose alone.
Honestly, I would guess higher on this. For me, the barrel proof bourbon, I would have never guessed how proof it was. What is the proof in this, by the way?
This is 126.
126, so very close to the bourbon.
Yes, very close.
That is really nice, though.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why it's sticking. I'm so candied.
Yeah. I don't know if I still have. I was thinking if I still had my what is the BTAC rye? Not the
Not the handy.
No, the handy. But I don't know if I still have it. I'll check.
I was like, otherwise it's a SAS 18.
Is the handy the same mash bill? Do y'all know?
Google it really quick. I want to say it is.
We said this is Trace. This is number 1, right?
This is number 1. Yeah. When you go into
Baby Saz handy mash bill. Oh, I didn't even think about Sazerac being a whole different mash bill.
Yeah.
51%. Right?
So the handy
so they only have
rye
one
mash bill.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but obviously, but the Taylor rye is not on their mash bill.
You're right. That's true. So that we don't know. We don't know.
I was like, I'm gonna Google it really quick just to see.
Yeah. We haven't tasted this yet.
We've just been talking about it.
We're cheesing y'all.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Keeping y'all around.
You.
Well, while we're cheesing you, let me go see if I have the handy, just in case. I'd love to compare it.
I'll hang out really quick and just. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out later, unless anyone in the chat knows, because I'm not sure what it is, but it's me. Hello, people. Yeah, Clifton's back there.
I'm gonna sound like an asshole. Oh, that's a stag. Oh, that's a William LaRue Weller.
We can do a BTAC. We can do a BTAC stream if you want. I'm down for that.
Oh, I found it. Oh, it's unopened. Okay, I'll open it.
Open what? I don't know what he's doing, people. I'm just hanging out. Oh, dude, this nose.
Oh, man. So actually, I have an unopened Thomas H. Handy. So.
Oh, do you happen to know what year it is?
We can look up the.
Yeah,
up the proof.
I'll Google it real quick.
So, have not had this one. We're going to do something special for you guys tuning in on a Saturday. Hope y'all are enjoying this. We're going a little crazy, pulling out some BTAC. But
why not? I already told you we can do a BTAC flight if you want. Like at a different time, not today. But like we can do that as stream if you people want. Let us know.
Justin just texted me saying my butt was showing in that shot. So you guys got a free preview.
Why do you think I was leaning over? I was like leaning this way trying to cover it. I'm like,
if you want to join my Bourbon Bite Club, I do have a Bourbon Daddy position open in the $100 tier. Feel free to join there.
Okay, for anyone who cares, this is a 2019 bottling, 125.7.
Okay.
It's 2019.
2019. Okay.
2019.
That
was a good year, by the way.
So before the world went crazy.
That was the year I got married, but that's fine. That's where I was going.
We know that too.
Yeah.
Actually, so now that I know that's a 2019, I had 2 bottles this year. That's why this one's unopened, because I'd already had one.
Okay.
So, but happy to open it tonight.
Okay. Do you want to open it and let it breathe while we then we can sip on this?
Go for it.
Okay. You sure?
I trust you because I know you are very delicate with your bottles.
I love opening bottles too.
Yes.
He's
the most like I have scissors if it helps.
No, you're good. I got it. You're good.
I just know he's very he's very careful about not ripping labels, which is I'm a little more willy nilly. I'm a little more like, give me the whiskey.
Yeah, no.
So
you gotta tear it nice and easy. Here, hang on. Let's try this. Let's try this, folks, because I want to try it.
Oh, we haven't tried
Cheers.
it.
No, we haven't.
Okay, you guys are
cheers.
Listen, they're still hanging around. They're curious.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
I'm curious.
Thank you all again. Thank you, Tony, again for the sample. Ooh, it's hot, spicy.
That's a rye.
That is a rye. More of a rye than the small batch.
I agree. It
tastes very different. To me, it's a whole different whiskey.
Yeah. Pause for a quick pop.
That was good. Nice.
And I will let you pour your own, obviously, when you're ready.
I trust you here.
Okay.
If it's open, it's free range at my place.
Okay.
We just opened it, so.
Okay. Set that off the side for a second, but okay, let me get back to this. Okay.
Set this. I don't want to get it confused with the small batch, which is over here.
Do you need help? I mean, I got my glasses lined up over here.
I'm looking at the color.
I mean, what?
Because the color, I have one that's really light, and I think that might be the small batch.
You want me to nose?
Sure.
Okay.
That's the handy. I know that's the barrel proof. That's 100% the barrel proof rye.
Oh,
Isn't
that smells way better than mine. What the?
We just poured it. It does smell different. That's weird.
Which is funny because that's
the same. It's the same glass.
That's literally the barrel proof rye. So.
Oh, smell this one. And now I'm very confused.
No, that's the straight rye.
Straight rye. Okay.
Straight rye.
That's what I thought.
Because that's the same as mine. That's the straight rye.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I don't organize this very well.
I'm organized. That's all you. I'm very organized. But okay, so back to this barrel proof rye.
We were wrong. That is not the straight rye. that's really good, but I think that's the handy. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, that barrel proof rye.
I think this is the barrel proof rye.
Crap, that's good.
You like it?
I do like it. To me, if I'm being 100% honest, my own particular palate, that's honestly a little too rye heavy for a rye. I'm definitely a bourbon drinker's rye. I want it sweeter, but that is so good. To me, it's a very good balance. But you can definitely tell it's a rye.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll be honest. I think the barrel proof bourbon to me is much better. I think if I had a choice to buy the two, I would buy the barrel proof bourbon. Mm-hmm. Not to say this is bad for the price, like you said, like 10.
That's what I'm saying.
If
I remember, to be fair, I think MSRP for the barrel proof rye, I think was $90. I think the bourbon was about the same price. Yeah. Retail, I think.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I'd buy both of them. But again, if I were to overpay, like if I were to pick one to overpay for, it would be the bourbon. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, but again, just like everything else, this is also the first batch they've done.
Right.
So in theory, it should get better.
Yeah, and then we've noticed that across the board. Like even I think back to Larceny Barrel Proof, which we were talking about a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
The first few batches of that, I don't think not to say no one liked it, but like the general consensus that it wasn't that great. But over time, over the years, I just tried
better.
On the channel, I just tried the A125. If you missed that review, go check it out. That actually is a contender for one of the best things I've had this year. Now it's only April, but it was one of the best things I had so far. So I hope we're doing the same one. This is the handy?
Bro, that's the handy. That should be the barrel proof rye. That should be the straight rye. Okay. So you got me all confused, but hold on, let me pour a little bit of this handy. Why not?
Definitely the straight rye. I want to look at the color.
That's the handy.
I'm pretty sure this is the handy.
I mean,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
Pour more of the. Oh, we don't have more of the barrel proof bourbon or barrel proof rye.
Yes, we do.
Pour more in your glass that you know for sure.
I was like, there's that much left.
You can pour it. It's fine.
Okay.
I just want to see color because this one's definitely lighter. Oh, they're so close. Shoot.
Yeah, but you can nose it now, at least if you want. Just don't screw up my system over here, but you're good. Do you want to keep this?
No, I mean, you can put it on top. That's fine.
See? For anyone who cares. It's pretty. Okay.
Okay. There's a difference between these two. Sorry, guys. I got a little out of order. This is both of either the barrel proof rye or the handy.
The handy is very muted. I almost want to go leaning towards earthy.
This is your barrel proof rye?
That's the barrel proof rye.
Our glasses are smelling very different. I mean, you'll agree. You'll agree. That's so weird because they're all clean glasses.
Yeah. That smells delicious, whatever's in that one. That has to be the rye. Yeah. I was like, it has to be the barrel proof rye. That has to be. Because I remember the note was like candy and desserty. It was so good. Yeah. See, there's Independent Joe.
He said Heaven Hill 19 and Baumburger's PFG are pretty tasty this year. Wait, PFG? What? I know Baumburgers. I've not heard the name PFG.
I forget, but it stands for something.
Pretty fucking good.
I don't know. Wouldn't that be funny?
I don't know. That'd be funny because they're pretty tasty.
No.
Interesting. Okay, 19. I had heard that at the Kentucky or the New Orleans Bourbon Festival they had the Heaven Hill 19. Did you just try the handy? You're still in the barrel proof.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I still feel the same way now that I've gotten everything sorted than I felt when I first had a sip. I like it. To me, it's not my favorite.
The handy is so harsh. I don't know if it's because it's a fresh crack.
Wait, you said you weren't trying the handy. You said you were trying the barrel proof.
No, the barrel proof rye and the handy. The handy is so harsh. It's very spicy. Whew. It is very rye forward. It's not very sweet. It's very rye forward. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I love it. I love it.
But again,
and we've always known this.
Yes,
Like you've been less.
I'm a bourbon drinker's rye. He's a rye drinker's rye.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Like it took you a while to come around to like a very high rye whiskey.
Yep.
I think for sure the Handy is higher rye than the E.H. Taylor rye.
Yep.
Because this drinks like a 95.5 rye.
quote unquote. Yeah.
High proof. Probably young. I think the Handy's relatively young from what I remember.
I honestly don't know, honestly.
And I think because remember they have a Sazerac 18,
Yeah, they have a Saz 18.
which is older but lower proof. So they always have a young one that's higher proof and then an old one that's lower proof.
Yeah, sorry, this is my jam, dude. That's what's up.
The
Nose it not.
Oh.
Excuse me.
this is the barrel proof. The E.H. Taylor.
No, the bourbon, dude.
Oh, you're on the bourbon. Okay. You had 3 glasses. Okay.
Yes. That's more my jam.
Oh, I agree. Oh,
Yeah.
more than the Handy though.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a take.
Because with the Handy, that's for rye drinkers. It's very straightforward
right.
rye. It's not very sweet. It's very spicy. It's very flavorful. But it's not. Yeah.
I would like to.
That's good.
May I have a little bit more of the barrel proof bourbon? I'm gonna rinse my glass.
Yes.
Because I want to decide, do I like that better than the Handy? Because you do.
I do, but again, I'm different.
I'm definitely more of a rye drinker.
Yep. What do the people in the chat think?
Are you surprised? They're not surprised about me getting things mixed up because I do that a lot.
No, it's fine.
Normally when we do these, we have labels on our glasses because we're doing a lot of different things.
Yep.
This time we're doing a lot of different things without labels. Okay. Barrel proof bourbon.
Yes.
Bourbon.
Far right.
The monkey has the bourbon. If I forget, the monkey has the bourbon.
Don't you have more than one glass with a monkey on it?
No, only
All
one.
right. Then. I was like, don't you have more than one? All right.
All right. So, you think that the barrel proof bourbon from E.H. Taylor is better than Thomas H. Handy Rye?
Yes. And we're both drinking the bourbon, right?
I was gonna. Yeah, I'll just.
Okay. Okay.
I do love the nose. I do love the nose.
It smells so good.
I think we had the same reaction. We're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this is so good.
Yeah. It's almost like a pastry. I almost wanted to go like a chocolate pastry. I don't know why. It just jumped out as like chocolatey.
I mean, with you saying that, I don't know if you put it in my head.
That's what I'm saying. Like that was my first thought. I'm like,
I think like a chocolate croissant because
Yep.
to me it's like a buttery pastry,
Yep.
but chocolate chips,
Yes.
like chocolate chips. Not like a brownie. It's
no,
more of like
no. Yeah, it's like a light chocolate.
Go back to the bourbon. So good.
See what I mean?
Oh, I
And
mean,
the finish, like you get the Kentucky Hug, the finish for days.
yeah. I still stand by the fact that I think that's better than the single barrels, the small batch. It blows them away.
100%. So I said if it's reasonable, spend the extra money for the barrel proof over a single barrel or a small batch.
And I'm going to solidify my statement is I think that the barrel proof bourbon is better than the barrel proof rye.
Okay.
Because I have the rye right here.
Okay.
Barrel proof rye is great. I really like it, and you do too. I mean, it's your favorite tonight, right? Or maybe not the favorite compared to the bourbon.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know. Like honestly, the nose is kind of opened up to like almost like not. I don't know why I want to say grainy.
Okay.
But it definitely changed though after sitting in the glass for a while.
And I
honestly.
think it's because I think it's a lot more corn in it than the
yeah.
rye. Because that comes across as grainy, comes across as like sweet. I mean, I really enjoy it, but I just think I would prefer the bourbon over that one. But if you're asking if we're going to throw Thomas H. Handy into the mix, from 2019,
2019 and older.
this is a 6-year-old bottle. But it's just open.
Fresh
so,
crack,
fresh
6-year-old
crack, yeah.
bottle. You're gonna think it's weird, but I remember this nose from the first bottle you cracked
Of the Handy?
of the Handy.
And you didn't like it?
The nose, it's something about it's off-putting. But again, like it's funny how like stuff like that, like you remember that so
like, as soon as you
vividly.
try it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
No,
I still
that's
can't put
fair.
my finger on it, but
Yeah. For me, I think the Handy's the ultimate winner, which doesn't matter because I just pulled out randomly. Because it's the winner doesn't mean anything. The barrel proof bourbon, favorite. Barrel proof rye. I mean, shoot. Do I want to say something controversial?
oh,
I think I like the straight rye better than the barrel proof rye.
interesting.
For me, to me, there's a flavor difference.
I agree with that. I just think it's weird that the barrel proof rye changed so much in the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, honestly, the straight rye, I feel like got better the longer it's sat in the glass.
Well, I kept,
the barrel proof bourbon rye.
That was the one I kept
rye almost got worse.
That was the glass I had over here, and I kept retrying because I was going back to that. The small batch.
It's one of those dangerous bottles. Like, it's only 100 proof, so like it's super easy to drink before you know it. It could be gone real quick.
Yes,
real quick. But dang, but either way, that's really good.
Yeah. So, I guess the end result is, if you get a chance to buy these at retail, any of these, I don't think any of these are not worth it.
100%, all of them are, depending on where you are in your bourbon or whiskey journey.
Right, and the only one that I would be a little hesitant to say that is the single barrel because they're hit or miss.
Yep.
As we saw, we had a regular one, we had a store pick. If you missed that, check out the beginning of the stream. But I think if you love the small batch, you definitely should try a single barrel at least once. But man, this was such a fun flight. Yeah, I'm excited. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's like the result I thought. I preemptively, I knew I was going to love the barrel proof bourbon. I just knew that, which obviously had happened. I wasn't expecting to like the small batch more than the single barrel. That was a surprise to me.
100%, especially since the small batch is cheaper and typically easier to find than the single barrel.
I actually just bought a new small batch like last week, and I'm very glad that I did because this is great. I actually thought I would like the barrel proof rye a lot better than I did. Interesting. So now, listen, it's real. It means that I don't have to go out and hunt a bottle. You know?
Well, that it already came and went, dude. Like a long time ago.
If it comes back, I don't have to come chase the bottle. But yeah, I do love the regular rye. Actually, I'm enjoying it quite a bit more than I thought I did when I bought it. What is
the barrel proof rye? Sorry, I just finished the last of my barrel proof
rye.
It's good. I'm stoked on it.
Well, Tony, if you have an extra bottle, hit up this guy.
Yeah, because so many people have extra bottles laying around.
Just casually.
Yeah, send it on over. Why not?
Michael said, "Good evening, all of you wonderful whiskey people. Forgive my tardiness. I was online with a friend doing a Scotch tasting. Hey, listen, there's no reason to apologize. This is a Saturday stream. They're not very normal. And I appreciate people that tune in live or watch the replay.
It's very impromptu. So
yes, he said he'll be rewatching it post.
Of course. Cool. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to try, or
we got 5 minutes? We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. Okay.
It's up to you. So I actually have to double check, but I have a sample of, I think, batch 9 of the barrel proof bourbon. If you'd like to try that. Or if you want to grab your Georgie Stag, or or if you want to go through samples, like me, I'm down for anything.
I like that idea, but what I was also wanting to do, just curious about, what if we compared the barrel proof bourbon to the stag bottle you bought me, not Stag Junior, or Stag Junior, baby stag.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you got 2 clean glasses.
I have them in the kitchen.
There's none in the kitchen. They were done. Oh.
I would take 2 of my glasses. Mm-hmm. Because I have a reason. Because they're both around the same price point. The barrel proof bourbon and the barrel proof stag. Am I crazy? Am I wrong?
You're talking about Stag Junior
and barrel proof bourbon.
Okay.
I mean, is that crazy?
No, but they're the same mash bill, right?
Theoretically, that's the point I'm trying to make. Same mash bill, same price.
Okay. Well, now you get to hang out with the chat. I'll be back in a second.
Oh no! As if I don't do it every
Thursday.
Yeah.
At 7
Do you want to rinse our glasses while you go?
Sure. I mean, mine are rinsed. So if you want 1 or 2.
I don't want to spill mine again.
Okay.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, that was the bourbon. Oh, I'm in heaven. Okay. So that was fun. We got one more special surprise. We're gonna do a E.H. Taylor barrel proof bourbon compared to a previously Stag Junior barrel proof bourbon. Both the same mash bill, both from Buffalo Trace, both relatively the same price. And we're going to decide if you have a chance to buy one. Let's say you walk in the store, you see the barrel proof bourbon, you see the barrel proof stag. Which one are you going to buy? I'm just listening to their conversation in there. Viking Bourbon in the chat. What's up? How are you doing?
Hello.
Happy Saturday. Thank you.
Yeah. Would you like to open your Stag Junior, sir?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, so... Oh, me personally.
Yeah,
no, go for it. Go for it. No. I thought you were just asking, permission.
No. Okay, so this is another one I got, Cliffy. So it's 24C for anyone caring about the batch number.
128.9 proof. Nice. Oh, it's relatively close to the bourbon.
Yeah, the bourbon's 127.3. This is 128, so it's pretty dang close, honestly.
Deal with us, same price, MSRP. Stag Junior because I already have Stag. So this is Stag Junior. I'm calling it Stag because they removed
because
the Junior.
they technically removed it. I think in 2018 or 19 or after batch 17 or 18 they removed it. So it's just Stag versus George T. Stag.
But like it's even more confusing now because like I still call it Stag Junior. Like you,
I still call it Stag Junior.
I think you texted me like, "Do you want a Stag Junior?" And I said yes. I wasn't like, "You mean Stag?"
Yeah. Again, force of habit. Like honestly, for us old school bourbon drinkers.
Oh, he clarified. He said E.H. Taylor because I already have a Stag. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
Makes sense. But I would love to try them side by side. I've never done that. Have you done that?
I have not. I've had funny enough, my dad literally bought this bottle for the same price I got for you.
Okay.
He's like, "Is it good?" And I'm like, "Dad, it's a batch, so sure." So I preemptively already tried this, but I'm curious on your thoughts. So I'm gonna try and keep my thoughts to myself until after.
You also had thoughts on something else earlier that I told you not to tell me, or was this it?
No, it was the barrel proof rye.
What were your thoughts on that? Or you had heard?
I had heard that it was BTAC level, so Stag Junior's on your left.
Interesting. Okay.
And I'm undecided. I don't think it's BTAC level.
I don't think so, but I think the bourbon is.
Yes.
I think the barrel proof bourbon is BTAC level.
Okay, so the Stag Junior's on the left, and then your barrel proof will be on the right.
Cool.
There you
go. All right. So, and we confirmed same mash bill, right?
Yes.
Interesting. It's interesting that they have two products that are so similar.
They have multiple products with the same mash bill.
No, I know, but I mean the same barrel proof. Like it's like the same mash bill at barrel proof, non-age stated. That's what I'm saying. That's what's interesting.
I mean, most of their stuff is non-age stated, but yeah.
It's like, are they going for different flavor profiles? Which I assume.
What I was told was that it depends on where the age in the rickhouse is. So it's the same mash bill, but like Eagle Rare is obviously at the lower end of the rickhouse because it's 10 years, whereas like Taylor could be at the top of the rickhouse because it's younger, but that's the flavor profile they want.
All right. So this is the Stag on my left.
Yes. Yeah. So you are correct. Same mash bill. Low rye mash bill.
Okay.
So Stag Junior. Sorry, Stag is on your left. Yeah. Taylor Broker's on your right.
This smells like Stag. This smells like what I remember it smelling like. Cherry. It's not the grape. It's not the grape that I got on Eagle Rare.
To me, it's chocolate covered cherries.
Yes. I mean, there's no doubt about it. There's cherry influence here.
1000%.
Dark, rich. I mean, when you say chocolate, it's almost like a milk chocolate. I say dark, but it's like a sweet chocolate.
Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah.
Hershey's
Kiss. Yeah. Very different. Let's nose the barrel proof bourbon from E.H. Taylor. Wait, hold on.
Now you said that, now it's kind of like they're actually more similar than I remember.
I think we both had the same reaction. We were like, wait a minute.
Okay.
To me, they smelled similar in that moment.
Honestly, it's more ethanol in the Stag Junior, but again, that's a fresh crack, so give it some time. But they're pretty dang close.
They're pretty close. I was not expecting it. It's funny because I was like, oh, the Stag is obviously Stag. And then I go to that and I'm like, fuck. It's so similar. Okay. Well, I mean, there is like a slight difference. I still think there's more cherry on the Stag. I mean, but it's very, very close. You can double fist it. You can try both at the same time.
Yeah. I honestly, going back to the Taylor, it's almost like I almost get more chocolate on Taylor than I do the Stag.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you want to try first?
Let's try the Taylor since we've already had that one.
Okay. So this Taylor barrel proof first, bourbon.
So good. It's my favorite. It's so good. Rich. The finish is amazing.
I know. It goes for days, too. It's a very long finish.
I almost thought this was one that you said that it drank hot like ethanol, but that was the rye. Yes. Because this doesn't. It doesn't. No. This drinks so... I don't want to say smooth. I'll say it.
For the proof.
Smooth. For the proof.
Yeah.
But it's rich, and it's full-bodied, and it's so flavorful. It's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be real hard to beat.
That's good.
Let's take a sip of water. Yeah, let's cleanse the palate.
But if I remember correctly, isn't Stag cheaper at retail than the barrel proof bourbon?
I mean, for me, I have not seen either on the shelf in years.
Because I feel like Stag Junior is supposed to be 70 to 80 retail.
That's what it was at least 2 or 3 years ago. But
but then also the barrel proof bourbon for Taylor was 90 or 80.
But no one's ever seen that ever.
No, except for me. But
Cheers.
Happy Saturday,
Happy
everybody.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you had it. Mm-hmm. What was your mm-hmm?
It's the same notes, which I want to, like I said, I want to let you give your notes first, because I have some very strong opinions about this bottle, because like I said, I tried with my dad like a week ago.
Do you want to hear my thoughts first?
Yes, that's why I want you to tell me your thoughts first, because I don't want to, change them or whatever, put something in your head.
First and foremost, I absolutely prefer the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Mm-hmm. I think they are similar. They are very close. I would say they have like if I was saying like how similar they were, 70%, 70 to 80% similar. Okay. But the Barrel Proof, one, it doesn't actually drink as hot, which could be a good thing. But I feel like it feels a little more one note than the Barrel Proof E.H. Taylor. Okay. But that's first sip. I just had a sip of it for the first time.
Yeah. No, to be fair, between you and me, you're spot on. To me, I'm curious on how this is going to open up, because again, same thing when I tried with my dad last week, it's very hot.
Yeah.
But it was also a fresh crack. I'm hoping that it will get better with time. But I'm with you. It's very one-noted. It's very hot in comparison to
whereas the
previous
Barrel Proof
batches.
Was hot, but yes. It didn't feel like it. It just was. Yeah. It just like.
And it had more flavors. You could get more notes off it. This is very, like I said, I'm curious. I hope it opens up more.
Yeah. With time. I mean, again, we're being a little petty here.
Yeah,
like we're judging like some ridiculously good bourbon. Like we're nothing we're saying is bad. But if I had to have a preference, I would have the E.H. Taylor. But this Stag is very, very good. Yeah. And I have not had a recent batch. You said you've had a couple batches.
I've had a couple batches. My favorite was actually the A batch of 24, which of course I feel like it skipped California. I did not see the 24A in California anywhere, because I was looking and nothing.
You tried like a friend's bottle or something?
I actually tried a tasting with Peggy No Stevens last year when we were in
Kentucky.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I paid for it, dude. I paid for it. It was not free. I paid for it. But it was so good. Mm. It was like old school Stag. It was delicious. Okay. But like I could get B, C, and D this year, and I haven't tried D, but B I feel is better than C.
Is this C?
This is C.
Okay.
So and I haven't tried the D batch yet, so I'm kind of curious.
I'm not upset about owning this, and thank you again for the opportunity.
Of course.
I just think that the Barrel Proof E.H. Taylor is significantly better.
I'm with you with this specific batch versus this specific batch for the Taylor Barrel Proof. Mm-hmm. I think it's worth the extra money for the Barrel Proof Taylor Bourbon over the Stag Junior.
But again, these are all little extra things. We weren't planning
to
bring
out
the Thomas H. Handy or the Stag. Overall, I mean, E.H. Taylor has been really solid. Mm-hmm. Single barrels, maybe hit or miss, but overall, I mean, great experience. If you have the opportunity to buy them close to retail, pay a little more if you're willing to. Yeah. Please don't play sugar kitty prices of $200 for the small batch. Please don't do that. But if you have a chance to try the single barrel for like $100, $150,
that's
Barrel Proof, definitely under $200 or less. I think so.
I think it's an instant buy.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, me too. I would buy it too. Straight rye, to me, last time I bought a bottle was $75. I would pay up to $100 for it. I think rye Barrel Proof. My experience tonight, I mean, I would pay like $120.
Yeah, and I think retail for the rye started at $90. I think retail MSRP was $90. I believe. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But I think it was $90. Which again, like you said, for $120, I would buy it again more for the experience of like, okay, then you put up in a rye flight just to see how it does. You can blind flight.
Bring it to friends and be like, they're like, holy crap, you have this, like it's impressive, right? Michael says, I'm just glad Stag Junior is creeping down in price. I routinely see it for $150 up in NorCal. Too expensive, but trending down. Okay, that's progress, right?
Honestly, that's about normal, quote unquote, for California pricing.
I'm gonna be the old man. I remember when it was $50 on the shelf.
Yeah.
Remember when it was $50?
When I first got into it, secondary was $80. Secondary was $80.
I saw it for $80 at a store. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's $50. I shouldn't pay that much. But yeah.
Now thinking back, I'm like, shit, I should have bought it all. Yeah. Okay, so it's glad to hear this coming down. I think that's what they planned with it. I think they want this to be more. Because let's look at Buffalo Trace. How many barrel proof options do they have?
They have a lot. Honestly, they have a lot across their entire board. They do. Because you have all the BTEC bottles, you have Taylor bottles, you have Stag
accessible.
You have the Benchmark full proof.
One.
Taylor barrel proof.
That's not accessible.
But it's not all.
What the point I'm trying to make is how often can you get cast strength Buffalo Trace? To me, I don't think you can get it that often.
Very rare.
Okay.
For the typical public.
Right. Oh, the typical public.
Sorry,
you're fancy.
I know people.
He's fancy.
I know people.
Okay.
So once you know people, you
Yeah.
can get certain bottles for certain prices, but
I'm just saying, I'm agreeing that I'm glad to see it trending down. I would.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd pay $150 for a stag.
I wouldn't pay $150 for a Stag Junior.
Yeah.
Honestly, unless you tried it beforehand, then
Yeah.
then again,
if you
it's-
love the batch, absolutely.
Yeah, like 24-8, I wouldn't heartbeat. Like I can't find 24. I'm so mad that didn't in California.
I've not had that, but now hearing that, I would absolutely.
I know.
Get out.
Well, maybe for one of our future flights, we'll do a Stag Junior flight.
Ooh, that should be a lot of fun if y'all want to see it.
Yep. Let us
thumbs
know,
up,
and if anyone's got any
comment
Stag
down below.
Junior batches they want to send in, like your favorites, let us know.
Oh
We can
my
put
God,
them in
we
a
would be
blind flight
so
flight.
messed up. We just drink Stag Junior all night. We have like 10 of them. We have to do a double
You
party.
say
We have
like
to do
the
a two-party.
well, it depends on how many samples we get from your
That's
local
true.
fans. But.
So if y'all have some stags, let us know. We'll see. But awesome. Well, thank you, Brandon, so much for bringing these bottles. Thank you
very
for the
much.
opportunity. This has been so much fun. I learned. I learned that the rye was better than I remembered it being, and the barrel proof was just as good as I thought it would be. So there we go.
Good.
I didn't really learn anything, but it solidified my opinion.
Correct.
That's the point I'm making. So
There we go.
thank you all for watching. I'll be live next Thursday. Make sure to tune in. Thank you, Brandon, for coming. I appreciate
Thank
you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for everyone in the chat for showing up on this Saturday stream.
Yeah, and anyone in the replay, please leave a comment. Let us know what you thought. If you disagree strongly, please let me know. It's fine. I appreciate the conversation. But otherwise, I will see you guys next Thursday. Don't quite know what I'm doing yet. I do have some scotches, but I feel like I've been doing a lot of scotch lately. So I think I should do some bourbon. Let me know what you think.
Bourbon.
Oh, well, he says bourbon. Okay. Well, we might do some bourbon. We'll see. All right, y'all. Cheers. I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you soon.
Good night. Bye.